Now, in this question, we're going to go through simple interest, and I'm going to assume that you've already got this typed out in the notes section on your calculators. If you need to pause this video now and put that in, that would be a good idea. Otherwise, we're just going to go through and work out this question here for all of these different variables. So remember, in a notes section, if we want to type something in and work it out, we need to use the Control M and open a math box. In here, what we're going to do is define each of the variables, the variable being I, P, R, and T. So for I, for interest, how we do that is we type the letter I, and then we hit Control and the double dot equals sign. It's important we use that one and not a normal equal sign when we're defining something. If we were normally just trying to work something out, then obviously we wouldn't be defining it, so we wouldn't have to use that one. But in this case, the interest in this question, we actually are not sure of that, and that's what we're trying to work out. It says that 5,000 is invested, so that's our starting price, at 6% per annum for 7 years. So the principal, the initial price, Control M, P, remember we used that double dot equals, the initial price was $5,000, the initial investment. The rate, well, it says it was 6%. So we go to Control M, the rate, double dot equals, and we write 6%. It's important we do include that percent, which will obviously give us a really small decimal or fraction, so 3/50, or if we hit Control Enter on that, it's 0.06. It doesn't matter what that displays as long as you've got 6% written. And for the time in years, well, it says 7. So we go to Control M, T, define, so double dot equals, and 7. From here, we've got all of our variables defined. We need to solve this. So we do exactly that. We either type solve, or we go to menu, calculations, algebra, solve, and that comes up. All we need to do now is type in the actual initial equation. So I equals P times R times T, comma, question mark, because that's what we're trying to work out. Hit enter, and we can see that the answer is 2,100. So the I, the interest, is $2,100. Now the important thing here is that we need to know what the whole investment's worth now, because we started with $5,000 and we made $2,100 in interest. So we have to go A equals the starting price, 5,000, plus the interest, 2,100, which will give us an answer of $7,100. So the total amount at the end would be $7,100, and the interest is $2,100. The beauty of using the notes page to work these out is that from in the second question, we can simply change these variables and the answer will automatically display for us. So this question says 10,000 is invested at 4% per annum for 10 years. Let's change it. The principal was 10,000, hit enter. The rate was 4%, hit enter. The time was 10 years, hit enter. And we can see that now the interest was $4,000. Going and remembering that we now need to work out the total amount of the investment. So it started at $10,000. We added $4,000. So the whole thing is now worth $14,000. Remember, you need to give both answers in order to be correct for these questions. You should now have a go at trying to work out all of these different questions. Maybe have a go at pausing it if you need to.